The Vancouver Canucks have been the subject of many trade rumors ahead of the NHL trade deadline. Names like Brock Boeser, Connor Garland, and JT Miller have all been mentioned as potential trade targets. However, reports have surfaced that the Canucks have already turned down a significant offer to move on from Miller's contract, which the team recently signed him to this past season. In this, we'll take a closer look at the Canucks' decision to turn down the offer and what it means for the team moving forward. Are you a Canucks fan? Show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Reports have noted that the Pittsburgh Penguins have had extensive conversations with the Canucks over the past couple of weeks, and talks regarding Miller picked up in recent days. The Penguins weren't the only team to show interest in Miller, as Daily Faceoff hockey insider Frank Seravalli said Miller's name surfaced in trade talks involving the Canucks and other teams. According to Darren Dreger, the Canucks turned down a big offer from Ron Hextall, the Penguins' general manager. The Penguins, through desperation, Hextall, had lines in the water everywhere, including taking a hard run at JT Miller, a hard run, Dreger said. Vancouver said we like the offer, we just can't take it because it was draft picks. Dreger provided an update on TSN 1050 in Toronto, saying that this is a tricky situation for the Canucks. The team doesn't want to send the wrong message to potential UFAs thinking about signing with the Canucks down the road. Miller hasn't even started his new contract, and the Canucks were going to need a big return if they were going to move him. Draft picks weren't enough. What do you think of the Canucks' decision to keep Miller? Comment below. Because the Canucks are not rebuilding, if they're going to move Miller, they need to get something of value that can help right away. We're not rebuilding in Vancouver, and JT Miller is a big part of our future, is what the Canucks have been telling teams who can't quite figure out what the Canucks are actually doing. Are they rebuilding? Are they trying to retool? Miller has collected 20 goals and 54 points in 60 games this season, making him one of the Canucks' top scorers. His new contract runs until the end of the 2029-30 season at an $8 million cap hit, and it includes trade protection, which will make him much more difficult to move if the Canucks change their mind on the forward. One thing that is clear is that the Canucks are not rebuilding. They still have plenty of talented players on their roster, including Miller, Boeser, and Garland. However, they have struggled this season and are unlikely to make the playoffs. As a result, they are looking to make moves to improve their team for next season. One reason the Canucks are hesitant to trade Miller is his versatility. He can play both center and wing and has been a key part of the Canucks' power play. Losing him would be a significant blow to the team's offensive capabilities. Miller's contract is another factor that makes him difficult to move. His $8 million cap hit is one of the highest on the Canucks roster, and he has trade protection. Any team looking to acquire him would need to offer a significant. The Canucks turning down a significant offer for Miller raises the question of why they would do so. The answer lies in the fact that Miller is a key player for the team and his departure would leave a significant hole in the Canucks lineup. He has been a consistent performer for the team, with 74 points in 94 games since joining them in the 2019-20 season. The Canucks would need to receive a significant return to justify moving such a valuable player. The Canucks' decision to turn down the offer for Miller shows that they are committed to competing in the near future. Despite a disappointing season in which they are currently last in the Pacific Division, the team still has a number of talented players and a solid core to build around. Keeping Miller is a clear indication that they believe he can help them compete and win in the coming years. It remains to be seen how Miller will react to the news that he was the subject of trade talks. He is a professional and has been through this type of situation before, having been traded twice in his career. However, it can still be difficult for a player to hear that their team was considering moving them. It will be interesting to see how Miller responds on the ice in the coming weeks. The Penguins were clearly interested in acquiring Miller and made a significant offer to the Canucks. While they were ultimately turned down, the fact that they were willing to make such an offer shows that they are committed to making a playoff run this season. With the deadline rapidly approaching, it will be interesting to see what other moves the team makes to try and improve their chances. The news that the Canucks turned down a significant offer for Miller is just one of many storylines leading up to the NHL trade deadline. With just a few days left until the deadline, there are sure to be more rumors and speculation surrounding potential trades. It will be interesting to see which players end up being moved and which teams decide to stand pat. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more NHL updates.